Hello and welcome to the 2016 Diesel Power Challenge presented by XDP. I'm Brian Lohnes and we are still here at Bandimere Speedway. We're getting ready to do the 8th mile trailer tow, but before we start that, we're going to talk about yesterday. Neil Torley put in a performance for the ages in the trailer towing obstacle course. Torley tore through the course in 1 minute and 11 seconds and dominated the field, just as he did during our mileage contest earlier in the week. So now we move to the drag strip here at Bandimere, the place that this is so famous for. The difference here is we're going to take a 10,000-pound trailer, hook it to the back of these trucks, and individually, they're going to run down the 8th mile. Quickest time wins. Not about speed, it's about elapsed time. This is the 8th mile trailer tow. Here comes Ray McClelland. McClelland has got his Dodge Ram hooked up. He was our dyno champion. In effect, we know he's got more horsepower than anybody else. Can he apply it to the racetrack? Oh, a great launch for McClelland as it tries to start to chew the tires. Oh man, that thing really starts hunting around at the gear change, and it popped real hard there. A backfire as he got just past the 330-foot mark, goes 11:34.4 at 51 miles an hour, and you can hear that the truck has not refired as of yet. Ray, that was kind of an adventure out there. Once it got up on the boost, it started to turn the tire pretty hard, and it was wandering around, and then it popped. Walk us through what happened.
Yeah, I brought it up. I didn't want to bring it out too hard because I knew that the tires were eventually going to spin. Once it started spinning, I feathered the throttle a little bit, trying to get boost back down. And once I started easing back into it, I hit the converter lock and it exploded the boot, started going up in smoke right before that. So I'm going to do my best to get everything handled so I can get back in the drags, try and pull through strong on that. But right now, I can't say I'm entirely enthused. So we're going to get it fixed. We're going to come in strong.
So here comes Nathan Stacy in his pickup truck. It's obviously a 2007 Chevrolet Silverado. Nathan's going to stage the truck, get it set in that pre-stage and stage beam, and then likely build the boost up. As we saw with Ray McClelland, these trucks do have a tendency to be able to spin all four tires, and of course with all the weight in the back. The other thing that happens, you heard Ray mention one thing, torque converter lockup. Most of these trucks, if not all of them, have the ability to manually lock the torque converter, and that's when we tend to see the sway begin. So Nathan Stacy now inching his way towards the pre-stage and stage beam. You hear the revs coming up a little bit. Now he's fully staged. Sit static. Reaction time doesn't matter here. He rolls into the throttle. Now he's feeding the power to it. And man, that thing is screaming. I believe he's left the converter lock for the entire run. Now it shifts in a higher gear, goes 12:29.1 at 64 miles per hour. Well, Nathan went down 12:29. Pretty solid run. The thing wasn't weaving or bobbing around all over the place. Looked pretty good.
Yeah, it went down there pretty smooth. I was pretty happy. A lot better than the obstacle course. So we're doing a little bit better.
Do you have your torque converter manual lock or unlock, and how did you, because there are different strategies out there, what'd you do?
I got a fleece lockup box. I hit it in about third because I didn't want to come out in second with lockup just so it doesn't do anything crazy. But, I mean, I ain't running any spray or anything, so.
Cool. All good, man. We'll see where you end up if we run everybody else through. Thanks, Nate.
No problem.
So here comes Travis Koller. Koller coming up in his F-250, the first of the 4 contingent we've seen hook up to the sled so far. A couple of Chevrolets and Cummins trucks have attacked it. And again, it's going to be important. That first 60 feet is important, but really what's unique here, oh yeah, he got after it. He saw the axles trying to walk out from under the chassis. And Koller with basically a stock turbo in that truck goes 12:15.8 at 60 miles an hour. Very nice run. Again, you saw a little bit of axle hop there at the beginning when both of those axles were clawing for traction, but for basically a stock turbo truck, very impressive move. Well, Travis Koller came out of the hole with some aggression there, man. That thing was chewing pretty good the first 60 feet.
Yeah, I was hopping pretty good. I had to let off a little bit and smooth her out and get back in it.
Still a really stout run for basically a stock turbocharged truck. The thing, 12 flat, really nothing to complain about.
No, I'm pretty happy with it for it hopping as bad as it did. I wanted to keep it pinched the whole way down, but I don't want to break anything.
Well, good deal. You got some more action on the drag strip a little bit later today, so congrats on the clean run.
Thank you, sir.
So here comes Charlie Keeter from Virginia. And Keeter, I spoke to him a little while ago, and he has the right attitude. He has his spare transmission out, and he has the tools ready to go. And we know he is not afraid of the skinny pedal on the right. So Keeter could put on a good show for us here. He's going to get this truck down in the 11-second zone in the 8th mile to get the top spot as it stands right now. Certainly capable of doing one of the most powerful trucks we had in the dyno, and a violently powerful truck as well. So we'll see what Keeter can get done here. This truck running a much more street-style tire than the last couple trucks we've seen. Way less knobby and way more contact patch. Of course, the good news is that gives you a better chance to grip. The bad news is that gives you a better chance to break every driveline component known to man underneath the truck. So Charlie Keeter. Keeter going to stand on it and let it rip. Here we go. The F-250. Spooling. Pre-stage. Trying to get the boost built. Now he's inching ahead. Fully staged now. Here comes Keeter. The truck kind of lazy coming out of the hole. And Keeter lifts out of it. Did not like the way the thing sounded or felt as he got up to 60 feet. He's just going to kind of motor it. Being very ginger with the throttle application here. It appears to be working for David Ferguson as he comes closer and closer, inching this way towards the starting line. That's the sound he was wanting to hear. The engine's starting to sound and make its way towards the happy place, so to speak. He's now pre-staged. What's going to happen when he takes his foot off the brake? And there's Ferguson. Man, and that thing really roared to life at 330, and Ferguson goes 11:48.9 at 73 miles an hour. Started off a fairly slow 60-foot time, but boy, once he got that load rolling, he was looking good. 11:48.9, 73.
Next competitor on course going to be Neil Torley. Already won fuel economy. He's already won the obstacle course. What can he do now with this big trailer?
Oh, Torley going to walk it out the starting line and then give it the wood. You saw the truck kind of lazy to spool the turbo there past 60 feet, and he pulls through. And a 12:29.6 at 69 miles per hour for Neil Torley. So that puts him squarely in the middle of the field right now as we've run several trucks. Here comes Kelsey Epp, down from Alberta, Canada. Kelsey had a strong showing in the fuel economy portion of the program. She had a strong showing on the dyno as well. Kelsey's truck doesn't seem to have any trouble spooling at all. Needs to be pretty happy. She comes aggressively out the starting line. A little bit of tire spin and a pedal job. And Kelsey really leans into it. Oh, baby, that thing starts to sway the trailer very hard in the 8th mile. That thing is really moving around. She goes 11:48.1 at 73. Boy, that's either first or second quick time of the day. 11:48.1 at 73 for Kelsey, and she was having to drive it down there back half of the racetrack.
Diesel Power Challenge officials allowed the competitors another run down the racetrack with the trailer if they wanted it. Charlie Keeter was the first guy in line, and it paid off.
And here comes Charlie to the starting line in the F-250, and boy, he doesn't seem to be having a problem spooling the turbos. He comes all the way in, he's fully staged, and off he comes, feeding the power into it. Oh man, look at this thing come alive at 60 feet. And Charlie is charging past the 330 all the way to the 8th mile. Looks like the quickest run of the day. It is 10:69.9 at 78.27 miles an hour. Going away, the quickest run in the 8th mile trailer tow we have seen of the entire competition. Vaulting right to the top of the sheet is Charlie. Wow. So Florida's Neil Torley comes to the starting line. This is the truck that won the fuel economy competition, that won the trailer towing obstacle course. And now Torley, who finished 4th in the dyno and was disappointed in his dyno number, is going to try to apply more horsepower to the drag strip. He's going to go quicker than 10:69 to jump into the lead of this event, and that is a tall order. Torley bringing the truck ahead. Finds the pre-stage beam. Finds the stage beam. Going to wind the turbos up, and here we go. Lets it have it just past 60 feet, and Neil Torley is on a very clean run. Lifted it just past the 330, and Torley goes 10:79.6 at 69, just a 10th off number 1. That'll put him solidly in the 2nd spot. One of only 2 trucks that made it into the 10-second zone. Torley 10:79.6 at 69 puts him number 2.
You know, I had a little slip at the end of the track. It downshifted on me and bogged it down, but you know what? I'm happy overall. You know what I mean? I'm glad we got to do it.
So here comes Nathan Stacy in the Silverado. Stacy taking a optional second swing at this thing. It was opened up for competitors to take a second hit, and he's doing it. And Stacy, a nice clean launch, and again at 60 feet, and the Duramax really starts to sing. You can see he's spraying the thing. The exhaust is cleaned way up, and Stacy on a beautifully clean run goes down the racetrack 11.67.6 at 65 miles an hour. Definitely hit it with the spray out there as soon as he got past the 60-foot cone as the exhaust cleaned up to basically nothing.
Shot bad on the first one, so we're going to go again and see what happens.
So here comes Travis Koller in the F-250 pickup truck. Koller again taking advantage of the second attempt that has been given to the competitors by the Diesel Power Challenge leadership. Koller ran about 12 seconds flat last time down the racetrack, and it's time to see if he can better that. This truck has a stock variable geometry turbo on it. A little bit more aggressive on the launch this time for Koller. The thing's lumbering pretty hard down there, 330 feet to the 8th mile. He goes 11.65.3 at 61. That was a significant pickup for Koller by almost 3 or more than 3/10 of a second from his previous run, 61 miles per hour. Without the wheel speed for that first 60 feet, it might even been somewhere in the 50s or the 40s.
Ray McClelland has decided to take advantage of the second hookup to pull down the 8th mile. He is going to try to make a run at Charlie Keeter and leapfrog him here in this very difficult and straining event on the truck. He's fully staged. He starts to spool the turbo. You can see the truck come off the starting line. No wheel speed. It's very clean. He's going to feed it to power. He's going to lock the torque converter and hang on tight. Weaving back and forth across the lane. McClelland's on a great one down here. Oh, no. A pop, and now he is very quiet, and he is very disappointed. You can see it in his face. What a great event after all was said and done. It was Charlie Keeter taking home the win, Ray McClelland runner-up, and Neil Torley coming in third. Tune in next time as we get ready to go heads-up quarter-mile drag racing here at Bandimere. It is going to be fast, it is going to be fun, and there is not a 10,000-pound trailer in sight. Oh, baby, this is going to be awesome.